Hey everybody, I'm the Gulf Coast Granny. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. We have a good time. I cook. I tell some stories about my family and my children. Well, that is family, isn't it? But anyhow, today is going to be a fairly short video. I wanted to share a new product with you guys that I found. It's been a couple of months ago. I love to make tacos. I don't make them like Taco Bell. I use pork, and I guess they're actually called al pastor. That basically just means pork tacos. But I found this particular seasoning packet at Walmart, and I got to thinking maybe that would make some really good tacos. I'm not even kidding. This stuff is amazing. It's from the LaTortilla Factory. It's called Cocina Fresca, and the flavor is Barbacoa. It says smoky chipotle, Mexican herbs, and a hint of lime. It is non-GMO and gluten-free. That's not a big deal for my family, but I know for some families it's huge. Anyhow, it's really it says it's a slow cooker starter sauce. But I don't use it in my slow cooker. I'll show you what I do with it in just a second. I've got a 2.5 pound piece of pork roast here. It's a pork tenderloin. And I'm going to salt and pepper it. I already put salt on the bottom. And I thought I'd add a little bit of celery salt, but I don't even know if it's opened. This is a new, yeah, it's a new container. Just to give it a little extra flavor. And I'm going to throw a few red pepper flakes on there. Ooh, that's a lot, isn't it? That'll be enough. My kids can't have it if it's too spicy. So now for the seasoning packet. This has only 2 grams of fat, 0 milligrams of cholesterol. It is a little high in sodium, 440 milligrams, but that's not too bad, really. It's got 2 grams of carbs. So if you are on a low-carb lifestyle, this is a great product to use to season your meats or your proteins. It works on chicken. This actually calls for 2 pounds of boneless beef chuck. I have not tried it on beef. I just thoroughly enjoy it on the pork. It also suggests for you to cut it into cubes, but I'm not doing that either. I'm not doing anything, am I? So what I'm going to do is open this package and pour it into this bowl that already has 1/3 of a cup of water in it. And it's kind of an oily mixture, but it has a lot of other good stuff in there. Y'all, let me tell you what happened to me last week. This is crazy. So I woke my daughter up to go to school. I think it was Tuesday morning. And I was really tired because I had been up late the night before. And so I told her, she's real hard to wake up. So I told her, I said, look, you need to get up. It's time to go to school. And I patted her and said, come on, baby, get up. She sat up in the bed, and I said, now don't make me come back in here because I'm tired and I'm going to go lay down. So I went to lay down, and usually she'll wake me up before she leaves. Well, the next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call from the school saying that she hadn't been at school that day. And it was like 9:30 in the morning. was a robocall, because that's the way they do things now. So I thought to myself, she darn well better be at school. She left here to go to school. Well, what I remember happening and what actually happened is two different things. So I thought I remembered her waking me up and saying, Mom, I'm leaving. And I asked her if the kid that usually is down there is going to be there, because if he's not, I usually walk with her. And he's only there every other week. So I said, is our neighbor going to be down there? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, well, be careful and have a good day, right? Well, apparently I dreamed that. Because I got up, I'm pacing around the house wondering, what the heck do I do? She's supposed to be at school. She left this morning to go to school. I'm calling the police. And I thought, okay, I'm going to call the school first, because maybe they made a mistake. So I get on the phone with the school, and I asked to speak to the attendance office. And the lady answers the phone, and I said, I'm Violet's mother. I got a phone call saying that she wasn't at school today, but I need somebody to go lay eyes on her in her classroom, because she left here to go to school today. And if she's not in her classroom, I got to call the police, because she's missing. I scared everybody in that school half to death. They're all looking for her. Lady finally comes back on the phone. Now get this. While I'm waiting and pacing and wondering what the heck to do next, I walked into her bedroom. Well, guess who's laying in her bed in her jammies? Violet. So I said, are you going to go to school today? And she said, she bolted up. She said, what time is it? I said, it's 9:30, Violet. I said, you told me you were leaving to go to school. She said, no, I didn't, Mom. I didn't even wake up. I'm losing my mind. Absolutely losing my mind. So the lady gets back on the phone, and she's telling me, I'm sorry, Miss Acosta, she's not here. I said, I found her. She goes, oh my gosh, where was she? She said that everybody was scared to death. I said, she was in her bed. She said, did she not tell you she was staying? I said, no, ma'am, she didn't. I said, so I need to go now so I can handle this. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to take everything she owns. I'm going to take her everything. I'm going to take her door off the hinges. I'm going to put her bed on the floor. I'm going to take all her clothes. I'm going to take everything. But then I realized it wasn't her mistake to some degree. It was mine, because apparently I dreamed that she had said that and woke up thinking she was at school. I feel like a ding-a-ling. And I probably sounded like one too at that school. They're going to never forget that. Remember that lady that called up here and said her daughter was missing and her daughter was laying in bed sleeping? And that crazy woman thought her daughter had said she was going to... Oh, gosh. Can you believe it? I guess that's what happens when you get old. But I'm going to tell you what. There is no fear in the world like not knowing where your child is. Even if it's just for a minute. Anyhow, let me get back on this, and then I'll talk about Yeoman later. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this big old roast, stick it in this roasting pan, and then I'm going to pour this all over it. And then I'm not even going to preheat my oven. I'm going to put it on 350. I'm going to start it. Stick it in that oven. Set my timer for 90 minutes. And I'm going to have tacos when it's done. What I usually do after it's finished is I treat it like pulled pork and just pull it apart. Because it'll be tender enough that you won't, that thing will fall apart if I try to take it out of there without pulling it apart. And then I brown my corn tortilla shells in an iron skillet. And I chop up onions and cilantro. And I use lime juice on it. That's it. That is my tacos. And I love them. And if you love tacos, you should try it too. Okay? But anyhow, I think that's all I'm going to say about my crazy kids today. Me being crazy. Me being the crazy one. So, thanks for joining me today. And I will talk to y'all again real soon, okay?